Okay, so I'm just going to ask you a question, so I want you to think about the answer. So my question to you is this: what needs to happen by the end of this year for you to be happy with what you've achieved with your body, health, fitness, your weight loss, whatever it is, the reason why you're here and the goal that you want? What do you have to achieve by the end of this year to be happy? Okay, so what you have to think about is, what were your thoughts, dreams, aspirations on January the 1st? Okay, what were they? What did you say you were going to achieve this year? And at the start of the year, on January the 1st, you had no doubt that they were going to happen, that this was going to be your year, that last year was a disappointment and you weren't going to let this year follow the same way. So you decided that you would set some goals and you were going to do it. Now everyone gets excited at the start of the new year because it's something new, it's something fresh. But are you on track? Or have you fallen into the same cycle that have seemed to be happening and holding you back for the last year, 5 years, 10 years, for some of you even 20 years? Where are you at? It's a very simple but powerful question. Where are you at? What have you been doing that has contributed to you getting to that goal that you set on January the 1st? Okay, because we are quite a way into the year now. Where are you at? What results have you got compared to what you said you were going to do? Are you doing the work? Are you doing the work sometimes? Are you doing the work a lot of the times? Are you doing the work when you can be asked? Are you managing to do the work even when you can't be asked? Irrelevant of all these questions, you are sat here now with a result. It might be a good result, it might be a not so good result. What I'm saying to you might piss you off, or you might be happy with the fact that you've been achieving. Either way, you are sat here in the body that you have created, in a lifestyle that you choose, by food that you put in your mouth every single day. So knowing that where you are now is a result of what you've done for the first few months of 2018, if it's working, great, you are on track. So probably in your mindset you think, right, I'm just going to keep going, and I'm pretty much on course for where I want it to be at the end of this year, and that's great. But you are probably a minority, because the majority of us got excited on January the 1st. We got very excited, we set some ambitious goals, we probably didn't find out the work that was required, we probably didn't address all the obstacles that have come up in the past as to why you've started a diet, stopped a diet, because I guarantee you most of you have started a diet or started the gym on numerous occasions in your life, and you've stopped, and then for some reason you've started again, and for whatever reason in your life you've stopped, and your weight's gone up, then it's gone down, or it might have gone up, down, up, down, whatever it may be. But people only start a diet and exercise regime because they're either unhappy or they want improvement, in whatever area that may be. So, like I said, on January the 1st, you recognise that you needed improvement, so you set these goals. And today, you are sat here in your body with the results that the way you are living is giving you. So, is the way you're living working? Is it working? Yes or no? Are you producing results? Yes or no? Like I said, if you are in the minority and the answer is yes, great. But if you're in the majority and the answer is no, then What needs to change for you to be happy with the outcome with your body at the end of 2018? What needs to happen? And for some of you also need to think about what needs to stop happening. What do you need to start doing, and what do you need to stop doing? Because ultimately, very soon, we all use the phrase time flies, but very soon you are going to be sat there at the end of this year, and it's either going to be another disappointment, another year that you said you were going to do stuff and you didn't do it. And like I said, you can bang out every reason, every story, and I'm sure they sound great. I'm sure I would believe them. I'm sure you've gotten that good at telling people these reasons that people will believe them. But the problem is, you can tell me every excuse in the book, every story, every justification. That's fine. But what it doesn't change is the desire and the fact that you want a better body. You want a better fitness level. You want better health. So what's it going to be? What are you going to do to change? Because if every time you've set these goals, all you've got is these reasons, stories and justifications in the bank ready to just splurt out every time you don't produce results, then are you ever going to produce results? Are you one of those people that just continually sets these goals, gets very excited by the thought of reaching the end result, and then when it comes to doing the work, you're nowhere to be fucking seen? You might last 1 day, 1 week, 1 month at max, and then out of the bank comes those stories, reasons, justifications, why it was too hard, I couldn't continue to do it, whatever it is. But like I said, it doesn't change the fact that you want improvement. So knowing this, knowing all this information, knowing the questions I've just asked you, what needs to happen from now until the end of this year for you to end this year in a body that you are happy with? What needs to happen? And then when you figure out what needs to happen, and that's usually with your diet and your exercise, what needs to happen, then you've got to ask yourself, am I prepared to do it? Am I prepared to do this work that I now know I need to do to get this end result that is going to lead me to this body that's going to make me happy? Am I prepared to do it? And again, it's just a simple yes or no. Am I prepared to do the work? And for some of you, you might not be prepared to do the work, so you might have to reassess your goals. Because a lot of us have these big ass goals that we want to achieve, and sometimes the work requirement's far more than we're actually willing to do. We didn't actually realise how much work was involved. So you either have to change the goal, or you have to change the time frame in which you want to achieve it in. Either way, but you shouldn't so you should either change the goal or the time frame, like I said, and you just need to assess what you're doing. You need to assess, like I said, where you are right now, and is what you're doing making you happy? Is what you're doing taking you closer to where you want to be? And if it is, great. If it isn't, something has to happen. Like I said, this is a direct conversation. You can listen to this, think everything I'm saying is right, but you can think, yeah, it's right, and then go away and do fuck all. You can think, yeah, it sounds good, and do stuff for 1-2 days and then go back into your normal habits. Or you can actually take on board that there's a high possibility that you could end this year in the same position as you were last year and the year before and the year before that, and making these false promises to yourself that this year is going to be the year. Now, the only thing that can change the outcome of this year is action. So like I said, just have a think. What are you prepared to do? What work are you prepared to do to end this year in a body that you are happier with, and something that's a bigger improvement on last year, and something that's really, really close to hitting your goals that you set on January the 1st.